scene we're going to have. Full checkerboard environment. Not just the end zones that are checkered, but we've been set up with a full checkerboard going throughout this stadium. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. So Tennessee's offense will get the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Ball.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play.
Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races. Finally tipped up at the 36. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Caught in the backfield. It's Butler. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown ball. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Wildcats offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And they get get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Running into the open space.
Returner brings it out to the 38, and your Tennessee Volunteers will take over.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run the toss. There he goes. Picks up the first down, still moving. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Volunteers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
Frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Back to throw, it's Barrett. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a...
Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every...
Got enough space! Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back. And this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
Hills, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Kicking team's got it.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know, if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. It simply can't happen.
drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. Touchdown ball! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Now they'll run the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
In the draw play, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Let's go. To the ground with the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Butler, using his feet to buy time. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. And the Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. To the end zone, and is picked off. Oh, what a move. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Barrett. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bringing the heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Sends it back in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Got it in the middle. It's Butler.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the option. He'll toss it. Turning it on. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
The Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. It is good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Barrett. Finds his big tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The short hands. It's busted. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Pressure coming, and they'll bring him down for the sack.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Butler. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the catch. It's Butler. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Butler. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Got it in the middle. It's Butler. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And the Vols will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes him play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's Maddox. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Wide open, and it's a foot race. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle. It's Carter. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're done.
Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Little touch pass to the receiver. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. from the gun. They'll try the middle. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They'll try the run. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The option look. Now the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The toss to the outside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Butler. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on one more. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And
oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Barrett. Unloads to the wideout. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This one's complete. Continues to fight for yards. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The Vols are on the move. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Volunteers will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Snags it over the middle. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Makes it past the marker. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Under fire. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the Vols will punt this one away. Here's the return. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So here is the Tennessee offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Butler. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the back. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Just going to keep it after the snap. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Well, this defense is eyeing the scoreboard. You know they're looking up there. They want to keep this goose egg intact. They've been so good all game long. Still playing with phenomenal effort here in the 4th quarter, creating that fumble and takeaway.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for